July 24th, 2016. Guys, we're getting ready for the Democratic Convention tomorrow in Philadelphia. It will probably go down as one of the most boring events, unless you go in and count lies, things like that. But it will go down as one of the most boring events in history. I'm sure Hillary will pay a few protesters, just like she did at the Trump rallies and the Republican convention. She will have to pay a few to bring some attention to her convention there in Philadelphia, because no one really cares anymore. It's gotten that bad. And guys, the polls show it. A lot of times they will show it that it's say it's balanced, but if you do look at the real polls, it's like 65-25 and even worse than that. And that's being very conservative, very conservative. But what they've done is they've got a new email scandal out, and WikiLeaks dropped out about 19,000 plus emails of where the Democratic National Convention committee had been hacked. And it goes, and it's pretty hilarious, the deals that were made, things like that. And last night on Twitter, it was the #1 topic, and it was under what's called DNC leaks with an S. They took it down after about 4 hours of complaining. They put back up another Twitter tag called DNC leak without an S on the end to try to slow down this rapid information cycle about these emails. And it talks about how they ripped Bernie Sanders off. Remember when they shut him out of his ability to get into the Democratic National Committee's information or database on who's voting and all of this? Well, during that time, they were planning and plotting to get him out of the deal. And what's happened is Hillary has thrown the first woman under the bus, and she's not even elected yet. But her top lady, who is Debbie Wasserman Schultz, was at first, early this morning, they said because of the leaks and the complaints from Bernie Sanders, instead of Hillary apologizing or saying anything, she told Debbie Wasserman Schultz she could not speak at the DNC. It would anger the Bernie Sanders supporters too much. But now she has resigned. And they're going to let another Hillarite, Donna Brazile, come in and speak. Again, it's going to be like watching the Sunday morning most boring news show you ever saw. But we'll keep an eye on it, because there's going to be a lot of lies and disinformation put in there. But you'll have to drink a lot of coffee to watch it, because you can only take so much. And your boots will only carry you so far deep into the mud, if you want to just say it like that. But guys, I want you to listen to a short video. Hillary not only has not done any interviews in almost a year where she took serious questions, but they went from the last Democratic election, or the last presidential election, where they had about 20 debates, I think it was, between the final Republican and then the final Democratic nominees. And Tim Kaine is the only lackey or puppet that she could get, that she could pay off and get him to even change his mind on the Trans-Pacific trade thing. One day he's for it, one day he's not. Then the morning before she nominates him, he's for it again. Now, mass migration, he's all for it. He did a speech in Spanish yesterday with Hillary, where no one could hear it except the Spanish, and he promised within the first 100 days of their administration he would grant mass amnesty. He doesn't care about the Spanish or the blacks, and Hillary doesn't care about them or the women. Again, Debbie Schultz is the first casualty. And any of you other women that think you can mess with her and get away with it, you're wrong. And while Bill was doing his rampage of with the women going on for the last several years, she was spending a lot of time getting them to shut up. Instead of getting on Bill for doing it, she wanted them quieting, because she had plans one day to become queen of the world. There's a lot of shifty stuff going on media right now, especially social media, where they're deleting anything bad about Hillary. They're also, guys, if you probably on this video, if you'll watch, the meta bots and the meta trolls and the paid trolls are going to hit it, because it'll mention Hillary and something bad about her. But I want you to watch one of the speeches that her and Kaine gave yesterday, and they're going to be demolished in the debates against Trump and Pence. Neither one of them together, you couldn't put them together and have enough sense for one debate. It's going to be a terrible situation, and that's why they've limited the debates down to 4 this year. I would not doubt they try to cut that even further, because each time they do a debate, Hillary is going to be so embarrassed and Tim Kaine that their numbers are going to plummet. So they're going to have to do something, pull something out of the hat, guys, through the media to hide the information in the debates, not show them, or it's just going to be a massacre. But watch this short video with her and Kaine, and you'll see the two clowns I'm talking about. It's a heads up. Be safe.
Next week in Philadelphia, we will offer a very different vision for our country. One that is about building bridges, not walls. Embracing the diversity that makes our country great. Lifting each other up, standing together, because we know there's nothing we can't accomplish once we make up our minds. And that's why I am so thrilled to announce that my running mate is a man who doesn't just share those values, he lives them. I have to say that Senator Tim Kaine is everything Donald Trump and Mike Pence are not. He is qualified to step into this job and lead on day one. And he is a progressive who likes to get things done. That's just my kind of guy, Tim.